couple days ago, Bob Lee, the previous CTO of Square, I think it was, he was killed in this area. I was so sad, I couldn't stop thinking about it because this literally could have been me because I used to live in this area. It's a little scary, to be walking in this area and that just happened here a couple days ago.
So, I've been living in SF for about a year and a half now. To answer the question of what life really is like here, well, I would say my life in SF has three main themes. One is inspiration. I'm constantly in awe of insane products that people have created.
So when you walk up, you basically see this beautiful blue sky. A few weeks ago, I also went to this event where the Notion founder, Ivan Zhao, was there. He is literally someone who I admire so much. His persistence to building Notion is absolutely incredible. I really, really respect the way he cares about his craft so much. Just look at Notion as a product. It's an amazing product. I respect the fact that he stuck to building Notion for years and years and never gave up when it wasn't working. I don't know if you've heard about the Notion story before, but Ivan Zhao raised some money. They went on to build Notion, got a team, but it wasn't working. So they had to let go of the entire team. And at the time, they ran out of money. So they moved out of SF, moved to Kyoto, and that was where they rebuilt Notion to the product that we now know and love every single day. I just admire his persistence and resilience so much. He's been there, from the start till now. I think it's been 10 years or so building Notion for him.
Notion is more or less community-led. We launched our 1.0 on Product Hub. It's very international community-driven. It's actually internally we have a metric we track. It's what percentage of Notion users are international. That number has been hovered around 70 to 80% since the very beginning. It's a lot higher than a typical normal startup.
Hearing him speak and hearing him talk about the way he approaches his products was just wonderful. A dream come true because, seeing your idol in person is so amazing. I fell in love. Fell in love. I really respect leaders who really respect both the art and the science, Steve Jobs is someone that I really, really admire, and he really has this perfect blend of art and science, and I see the same thing in Ivan Zhao as well.
Friendship. I feel so lucky that I get to meet really amazing, hardworking people who just want to build cool things and make an impact. Often I feel like the dumbest person in the room, but being surrounded by cool people really makes me feel so inspired every day.
This passion to entrepreneurship and building something is so different to anywhere else. I grew up in England, I lived in Hong Kong. There really wasn't that big of this entrepreneurship mindset, especially in Hong Kong. Everyone was into finance, banking, or the jobs that all the Asian parents wanted you to do. In fact, in Hong Kong, I barely even realized that was a life that I could build. I just didn't know that, right? Until I started doing TEDx talks at my college. And that was when I realized that you could literally build your life to however you want to shape it. I think this is a hub where so many people with different backgrounds relocated to SF. Just being here, this difference in background makes me feel so accepted. Growing up, I never knew what I am. I was 11 when I was in England. Everyone who went to my school had literally grew up in that same area and are all white. I just didn't really feel like I belonged. Then when I went back to Hong Kong, I also felt cultural shock. I felt not accepted. I don't really know how to describe this, but I've talked about this with many of my Asian friends also. We just feel so much more accepted in SF, whereas in China or Hong Kong, we just felt we were ugly, or like the work culture, something that we didn't feel like we fit into. Just here, you're accepted for all of your shape and size, whether or not you're a college dropout or you want to build your own business, you're not working for a fancy company.
And finally, disappointment. I'm not gonna lie to you, things don't always go the way you want it to, and some days all I want to do is eat ice cream and lie on my bed, which is exactly what I've been doing this week. And that's okay. When there's great moments in your life, there's gotta be sad moments too.
No, I absolutely did not sit in the bathtub for 3 hours last night. Overall, I love the power of technology and how it has this power to change our lives for the better. And I feel so lucky to be living in a city where it's the central hub for doing that. Ever since a little kid, I remember just always being drawn to computers and technology and apps and iPods. I just feel like this is my calling to be in the city. And I feel so lucky to be surrounded by people who are just so smart and driven to be creating apps and building these amazing things that will change the rest of the world forever. I would love to know what city you're in and if you enjoy living there, or if you moved away from SF because of everything that people said they hated about it. Let me know down in the comments. All right, and I'll see you next week. Bye.